All right, so here's how to set up the lab for activity 1 and also how to carry out the procedures of the lab. So the substitute should have given you a data table already and you glued it into your journal. Now, if you take a look at your data table, there's block 1 with 5 trials, block 3 with 5 trials, and block 3 with 5 trials. That doesn't mean the class block that you're in, it means these wooden blocks right here. So every group is going to have their own basket. And in the basket, you have everything that you need to do the lab. So here's the setup instructions right here. How to do the lab is on the back. You have a timer, you have a ramp, you have 4 wooden blocks. You're going to have to get these meter sticks out of the bucket next to the window. There'll be a solid golf ball, and there'll be a couple of rolls of tape just in case your ruler detaches from the block, and also how to make a finish line at the end there. So what you're going to do is set up your lab like this. Setup instructions are right here, but the main things to remember is that the ramp is going to have to be on either side of the table. Okay, you don't want your ramp directly in the middle of your table because the crease will slow down your golf ball, and that's not what you want. So on one side of the table, put the ramp at the edge of the table. And your 2 meter sticks, you're making like a track for your golf ball. So the end of the ruler should meet up with the start of the meter sticks. Okay, and they should be about this length apart. At the end of your 2 meter sticks, you want to place a piece of tape, and that's going to be your finish line. Because what you're doing is timing the amount of time the golf ball takes to travel 100 centimeters. Okay, and the 100 centimeters is the length of this meter stick. Okay, so what you're going to do, set up the lab like this, and then someone in your group is going to be in charge of the golf ball, someone in your group is going to be in charge of the timer, and then another person can just be recording data, another person can be catching the golf ball, so there's lots of jobs that can be done. So the person that has the golf ball, you want to put the golf ball in the middle of the ruler because there's kind of like a track on the ruler, and you're simply just going to let the golf ball go. You don't want to push it down the ramp. We want gravity to do the work. So you're going to let the golf ball go, and as soon as the golf ball hits the tabletop, that's when you're going to start your timer. Now these timers, sometimes they don't turn on, they have to be reset. So if that's the case, if your timer doesn't turn on, just go get a paper clip, put the end of the paper clip in this reset button, and it should be fine. Okay, you're going to start your timer when it hits the table, and you're going to stop your timer when it hits your finish line. Okay, so if I was doing the lab, the golf ball would roll down the ruler here, maybe, start, and I'm going to stop. Okay, so I'm going to do that 5 different times. Now on your timer, there's going to be a big number and 2 little numbers. You want to write down all of those numbers. So it's something point something something seconds. Okay, once you're done with 5 trials for 1 block, you're going to move on to 3 blocks. So you're adding 2 more blocks, doing the same thing. Okay, after 5 trials, you're going to add 2 more blocks to make it 5 blocks, and you're going to do the same thing. Okay, so you'll have 15 times on your data table. Okay, and that's all you have to do for right now when collecting data. The rest of the data table, how to find the average, how to calculate speed, all that stuff is in Schoology underneath of this video.